I have been having a lot of feelings this week around the clothes in my closet. And I have started this thing where I'm trying to make at least one garment a month for myself. As a sewing professional, I hardly make any clothes for myself. You'd think that wouldn't be the case, but it's true. So, unfortunately, I've been approaching this idea, I think, from the wrong perspective. I have been tackling it as like a have to do instead of a get to do. And I have been waiting till the last minute. And then because it's last minute and because I'm treating this task of sewing one thing for myself a month as a have to do instead of a get to do, I'm picking projects that just are not what I want. Why is this happening? It doesn't make any sense. So I am taking a step back. I scrapped my previous February project and I am ready to tackle something new. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about my next sewing plans. Now, usually when I make things for myself, I prefer to make dresses because dresses aren't something that I usually buy, but I will buy like t-shirts and button-ups and things like that. That said, when I do buy those separates, I do feel like I'm just buying basics to fill my closet so that I'm not running around naked versus like buying clothes that I feel like actually make me excited to go out and get dressed and present myself in the world. So I do want to work on honing my sense of style with some me-made garments. And I've narrowed down my next project to 2 shirt patterns. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 2 and together, let's make a decision on what I'm gonna sew for myself next. All right, we've got 2 very easy Vogue patterns, both vintage and both pulled from my stash. We have Vogue 9294 from 1985, and we have 8749 from, I'm not sure when. I can't find a year on the outside of this pattern. So both of these are button-up shirt options. They're a loose blousey fit with what looks like to be a pretty significant amount of positive ease in them. And both of them have a version with some kind of like tie option. On the 8749, we have a tie option at the neck. And then in the 9294 version, we have a tie option at the waist. They both feature sort of like billowy sleeves, which could be fun. And they're both feeling like, to me, a put together blouse that can still be really casual and that should be easy to make and easy to wear. I feel like both of them would be great patterns to make in my line of rayon challis, which I think I'm gonna use for this because I don't want to go buy new fabric. So since I own a fabric store, why not just shop my own shop? So now I think the question is how to decide on which pattern to make. Both of them technically are not in my size. They're both about 2 sizes larger than my size, but I'm thinking since they're a loose fitting blouse that I will be able to relatively easily adjust the pattern to bring it in a little bit to be closer to my size. And if I can't get it exactly to my size, it doesn't matter, again, because it's that loose blousey fit. So I think the next thing I need to do to choose my size is just to open these patterns up and see if they each have all of their sewing pattern pieces. Because if they don't, well, I think the pattern will have made the decision for me at that point. Let's start with the 9294, only because I'm sort of gravitating to this view A. It feels like it has a pretty low cut neckline, which I like. And it also has a smaller lapel compared to the 8749. Although this illustration is pretty epic with her glasses and her jewelry. All right, so fingers crossed, we have all the pieces here. We have instructions, that's good. And I find this super interesting. In these text sketches, I'm not getting the cool vibes from these text sketches that I'm getting from the illustration artwork. Okay, well, look at this. It looks like this vintage pattern has been cut. They've cut the size 16. I would be using the 14, so hopefully that would be okay. Oh, this is so interesting. Wherever this came from, they actually also did some alterations already. So we have some length pinched out of the sleeve and pinned up. All right, let's see. For view A, we need all pieces except 7. All right. 2, 3, 6, 1, 4. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have all the pattern pieces needed for this one. Now, just for curiosity's sake, let's see what the deal is with this one. So this one is only size 14, and I'm wondering, this has already also been cut, which is kind of nice. That means I won't have to do any cutting if I use this one. This pattern has a self-facing or a cut-on facing, which I kind of like. Ooh-wee, look at this big collar. I don't know, maybe that is fun. Maybe I do like that. I do like this construction better with the back neck facing. I also like how this pattern has each blouse separated, the construction separate from each other. So both vintage patterns had all of their pieces. I think I'm gonna go with my gut and go for view A of the very easy Vogue 9294. So my next thing I need to do is pick some fabric. And like I said, I'm gonna just shop my own shop. And let me show you what I'm thinking of. Option number 1 is this print. It's called Poppies, and it's a red floral on a black background. Option number 2 is this print that's called Fish Scale. This is another black background with like a teal, greenish? I'm not so good at describing colors, but a greenish, abstract, tile-y kind of design on it. And for my last choice, we have this purple number. It's called Everything's Coming Up Roses. And I feel like this could make for like a really feminine sort of blouse. I really like the purple. So those are my 3 fabric options. I'm not ready to make a final call just yet, but soon. I'll get to it real soon. Thanks so much for watching and listening to my upcoming sewing plans. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye now.